Good evening, guys. Welcome to another episode of the DAFL Footy Show. Round 2 special edition. Dave Oz is missing, has his penis caught in a video recorder. I've been shorn of my moustache, as you can see. We're going to keep it short and sweet this week, as Dave can only join us live on the telephone. Good evening, Dave.
Yeah, good evening, Tiffy. Like you say, can't make it tonight, and you'll notice my voice is a little bit higher. I do have a bit of a problem. There has been an incident, and as you say, my penis is actually stuck in the video recorder. So let's try and make it quick.
Yeah, I think we can just start by talking about round 1's games. We'll start off with Copenhagen versus Farum, and then we'll move on to North Copenhagen versus Port Malmö. So Dave, it seems my prediction about Farum being well out of sight and winning by at least 50 points proved correct as they thrashed the Crocs at Stefan Bollklub. You predicted, of course, that Farum would get up by about 35, so that, I guess, means 1-0 to Taffy in the prediction stakes. Any comment?
Good work, mate. Very well done.
Yeah, Farum looked pretty good. Dave, I believe you said before the game that...
Yeah, what I said was that I thought Trolls would be a big problem for Copenhagen. Big target man up forward. He took a lot of good marks and he kicked a lot of goals. Great footy.
I only caught the second half of the game, but and by then it seemed that it had all been won and it had all been done and dusted, so Farum just seemed to be running in waves over Copenhagen, who just didn't really have that fight in them. Let's hope they improve as the season goes on, and from Port Malmö's point of view, let's hope Farum get worse. Dave?
Yeah, Farum looked pretty good, all right, and they're going to be a big problem for us later in the season, but I still think we can get over that barrier and retain our premiership title.
Second game of the afternoon, repeat of the 2009 Grand Final, Premiers Port Malmö vs North Copenhagen, and yours truly predicted a 6-point win for the Maulers. David Page Brown, remind us what you...
I said Maulers by 10, mate. I was so wrong.
Yeah. Didn't really do that well, did we? North Copenhagen good. First quarter especially, we were awful. Just awful. The boys really struggled to get going. Premiership hangover seemed to last until at least half time in the first game, which was disappointing, but one game down, 9 to go. We'll still make a good job of defending our Premiership title. Is that not right, David Oz?
Yeah, mate, I've got full confidence in the boys to turn it around, so I wholeheartedly agree with you there.
Let's be honest, we weren't far wrong when we were talking about the qualities that North Copenhagen have in the side. We said if Morgans would be back, he would cause a lot of damage, and that proved right. We said that Nick Ingles, that Nick Ingles, should he prove to be the player that both Stephen Wood and Tim Feltman were, then he would be a huge asset, and he controlled the game very well from half back, very impressive. And Eric up forward, as always, a danger, led well, provided a great forward option, and yeah, we struggled to keep wraps on those guys all day. So congratulations to North Copenhagen, a well-deserved about 50-point win, I believe. Disappointing for us, but like I said earlier, we'll come back. On to round 2, the big winners of the first week, Farum and North Copenhagen, squaring off, doing battle, coming to blows at Farum's Stenvallskolen. Dave Oz, your thoughts on the game?
Yeah, mate, I thought both teams looked pretty good last week, but I just can't see past Farum for this game. It's really hurting me penis talking, so I'm going to hurry it up. Farum by 30 points, mate.
Absolutely, Dave. Couldn't agree with you more. Farum are looking dangerous. They look very, very sharp, and even if North Copenhagen also looked very good at home last week, home advantage counts for a lot in the DAFL, and Farum just looked to have that bit extra, Maybe it's 2 years without a premiership that's driving them on, but I just think they'll be too good for North Copenhagen this week. So if you predict Fareham by 30, I'll say Fareham by 40. The second game of round 2 sees the Helsingborg Saints travel up to Jylland or Randers for their for both teams' opening games. A bit hard to know really what's going on with both of these teams. Always promising signs coming out of Helsingborg. Always a lot of new guys, young guys, fit, quick to adapt to the game. But their problem has always been keeping these guys interested throughout a whole long DAFL season. Dave Oz, your comments?
Yeah, man, I'd just like to say I'd like to see Jylland do well this year. They've had a couple of years since they made the grand final where they haven't really performed, so I look forward to see how they go this year.
Yeah, Jylland are very strong. They do have a lot of talented guys. Raz, Jens, Morton, Dave Harrop, if he's around, does a really good job kicking goals for them. So I agree with you that they will be improved this year. My personal feeling for this game is that Helsingborg usually start well, but the long trip up to northern Denmark will just do for them, and that Jylland will come out victors by about 20 to 25 points. Dave, your thoughts?
I reckon the Saints are going to pull off a shock here, mate. The Saints to win. Oh, I'm not sure by how much, but I'm just going to tip the Saints.
Surprising, Dave Oz tips a shock victory for Helsingborg. We'll see what happens. Dave Oz is going to be umpiring that game, so let's hope nothing dramatic happens, otherwise he'll get the blame. So guys, like we said, short and sweet this week. We'll be seeing you later on in the season. From myself, I'd like to wish best of luck to all the teams involved this weekend, for both this weekend and throughout the rest of the season. We'll be seeing a few of you down at Brohult for a double header in a couple of weeks' time. Until then, keep injury free, keep fit, enjoy your footy, and we'll see you next time. I'm going to leave you with a few words from the great man himself, David Page Brown.
Yeah, mate, it's really getting quite painful here. I've just tried to pull out my penis, and I think I've done myself a severe mischief. So I've got to go. I've got to go to the hospital, mate. Bye.
Good night, all.